We brought together 7 speedrunners.
I am a speedrunner.
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 One of them is a liar.
I'm not a speedrunner.
If they discover who the liar is, they win. If the liar survives, he wins. This is Mario Odd Man Out. Huge thanks to Bioback and Blocky for the mods.
I think it's
heard a
Josh.
little-
That's
Should we do
messed up.
introductions, maybe?
Who's going first? Who's
You can go first.
go.
We can go in
Me?
order.
I play. Oh shoot! I play Mario 64. Yeah.
It's him. It's
Yeah.
him. He's the fake.
And my name's Josh.
Hello, Josh.
Yeah, same. I played Mario 64, and my name
It's
is
not your
Cog.
turn.
Hi.
Hello, Cog. I'm Ace. I also speedrun Mario 64 and Breath of the Wild.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Fancy.
Hey, I'm Lynx, and hopefully the microphone's actually above my head right now. I don't think it is, actually.
It's not.
Because of my
It's
setup.
not.
It is not, because I have it mapped to another button right now, so I'm just crouching. Cool. Great.
Woo!
Lynx. He just sounded a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the tech issue was Cap all along. You know what I'm saying?
All right. My name Kush. I am a speedrunner for Mario 64.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My name's Freddy. I'm a speedrunner of Mario 64.
My name is Jumbo Jolt. I have speedrun Mario 64 for the past 5 years.
Ooh.
The time
Cap.
frame.
That's
time
Cap.
Frame. Cap. Game hasn't even been out that long.
For real.
Well, when everyone was doing the introductions, he's the only person that said 5 years. Like, he was trying to sell it to us that, like, oh, I've been doing this for a long time.
I think the introductions were good for the most part because no one really said a lot. There was not much to go off of, so it's hard to say with introductions.
Okay, so I guess a question that I want everyone to kind of let me know is what was like your first trick that you learned in like speedrunning for the game? And then also, which was the hardest trick that you've learned?
Ooh, can I go first? The first one I learned is bomb clip. And then the hardest one that I still haven't learned is Owless.
Dude, Owless is tough.
Yeah, Owless is hard as hell.
I hate doing Owless.
No, what is it? For me, the first trick I learned, I was like 6, and I did BLJs.
6?
Damn.
And what was it? Then, the hardest trick I'd say is Lava Boost for me.
Cog. He sounded like so far the least like someone who would speedrun the game.
Oh, well, I'm like, okay, this is something I actually, like, I did speedrunning when I was 6 and everything. Like, everything was true. BLJs were, like, the first thing. I guess nobody expects something like that. I don't
My first trick was BLJs as well.
Okay.
And I think the hardest thing, you're going to call me crazy. The one thing I can never do in any run, what's that called?
Can you give us some hints?
Bomb clip?
Yeah, there you
Bomb
go.
clip?
I can never do bomb clip. I can
Holy.
I can do everything
Okay.
else but bomb clip.
I was suspicious of Josh because he forgot the name of bomb clip.
Yeah, so I was a little sus of Josh. The person who said bomb clip was the hardest is a freak. So my first trick that I learned was cannonless, but I'm a stubborn fricker. So I actually started with texture setup cannonless.
That's a bad choice.
Yeah, it was, but it works now. And then the hardest trick that I've learned is either Lakitu bounce or the moving TTC getting up to the clock hand.
Flippies.
Okay, I guess I'm next. My first ever trip was also BLJs, although I was a little late to the game. I discovered it on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Okay, that's hype.
And then the hardest trick I've learned has been SBLJ.
Oh, that's another good one.
Dude, I'm pulling this out of my butt.
The first trick I learned was bomb clip, I believe. And the hardest trick I know is ultimate DDD skip.
Holy.
Ooh.
I cannot
Wait.
get that one.
I have a really good question. This is kind of
Ask away.
metagaming. But what software do y'all use to record your splits?
I use Live Split.
I
Live
also
split
use
as
live
well.
split.
Same.
I use live split as well.
Yeah,
I feel like we're already growing closer as friends.
I know.
I
This
love
is
I
it.
like
with
you
you, Kush.
guys.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna need Jumbo and Josh to step forward.
No,
We
Josh.
have a tie.
Josh.
Oh.
No,
No.
way.
No.
I was like, damn, I just met these guys and they're voting me out. That's crazy. You know, I mean, I thought like, you know, the charisma would carry, but they were like, nah, get this guy out of here. Ask me a question. Anything.
Wait, when you
Okay. What categories do you speedrun for Mario 64, and how long have you been doing each of them?
I've been doing 16 for like half a year. 16 star.
What's your time?
Let me pull up my website real quick.
Oh
You don't
no, he
remember
doesn't
it?
know by
Oh,
heart.
I haven't done any runs in a minute.
You.
No, hear me.
I will never forget my 16-star time, and it happened
You wanna
like a year and a half
Mine was
ago.
6 years ago.
you wanna know? My slowest is 22 minutes.
Wait, slowest.
What's your
Slowest?
fastest?
What's your fastest?
21.
Okay.
Okay. The fact that Josh didn't remember his PB was kind of crazy to me. Mostly because when you're speedrunning, your PB is like, it's like that Medal of Honor that you wear on your clothing, you know? My PB was like probably close to 2 years ago, and I will never forget that. That was like my ultimate peak, you know? Now I do Mario hunts with Drenchy, but so you know, I guess I'll never really get back to my prime. Jumbo, what categories do you speedrun? How fast?
I have a speedrun submitted for every single main category. I am mainly focusing on 1-star and 0-star right now, trying to get shoutouts for 0-star, and maybe my first
Okay.
top 10 in 1-star.
What are your times?
7:30 in 1-star, 7:35 in 0-star, 15:48 in 16-star, 51:16 in 70-star, and a 152 flat in 120.
That's okay. You
Sounds
know
like he's
what?
reading his
That's
script.
actually-
I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds pretty sus.
That was a little fast.
Wow, what speedrunner would not know their
pretty
PBs off the top
good.
of their head?
With Jumbo, his answer's just a little, you know, too scripted. Josh, he's a fellow Josh. Can't vote out a fellow Josh.
Well, I think at that last bit there, when I was talking about my times, someone was right. It sounds scripted what I said, because I know my PBs very well. I've been speedrunning the game for 5 years. They don't know that. They don't even know me at all. I was so ready to answer all of that. And it also doesn't help that the PBs I have are higher end. So it's less believable.
Yes,
This
that's
is like
true, that
this is
true.
like the fisherman's fallacy, because when you catch a fish, you gotta let it go. You know what I mean?
Yes, true.
So like, we catch one of these dudes, we gotta let him go.
The person voted out is Jumbo.
I'm sorry,
What?
Jumbo.
Wait,
That's
there's-
All right,
crazy.
We all
Jumbo.
voted for Jumbo.
Disconnects. You're out of here, dude.
Wait, actually?
Sorry, Jumbo.
Jumbo,
was fun.
you're out of here.
It was,
It was
too good to
fun.
be True.
Got out sooner than I expected, but I can't blame them for voting me, I guess.
His times, either he's super godly and we voted out the person that's the best speedrunner out of all of us, or he was reading a script.
I feel like there wasn't a lot of information passed around, which is helpful for me. And I feel like I can throw sus on Josh still.
I need to be more believable. I feel like I was stuttering a little. You know, that kind of gave it away a little. Like, maybe this guy's, it's him. It could be, it could not. I gotta like work with like the element of like surprise.
If you think we need to keep going, jump.
We know our answer now.
Let's.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Holy
I-
cannoli.
I knew it.
Nah,
Someone
Josh.
here,
It
dude.
better not be
Jumbo's
you,
so
Josh.
Wanna
mad at
use
us.
a little freak?
Jumbo is so mad at us.
Okay, so Josh doesn't remember his PB from 6 months ago, which is
That's
crazy.
a little sus.
My 16 star is a 1735.
Oh my.
And my 70 star is like an hour and 4 minutes, but I haven't run that since I was bad at the game. So
My 16-star time is a 31:10:55.
I've only done 16, and mine is a 26:50.
okay.
I've done
My 16.
16.
Oh shoot, sorry. Mine's 21:17.
I noticed that Josh had a time that time, which was interesting.
My cases were kind of weak, you know, in terms of times, the way I explained my my tactics. It just they didn't buy it.
Mine is for 16 I got 1743. Although like in the boards it'll say like 1812. And for my 70 star I got like an hour and 8.
We got him.
That's fair.
Something tells me that he is possibly not the speedrunner. I don't know. Like again, it was the way he just like laid out the information.
Freddie.
My 16 is a 2209. And my 1 star, I'm still learning this. This is my main goal right now, is sitting around a 2215. I made it up on the spot. I don't even remember what I said, I'm going to be honest, which might bite me in the butt.
Oh, actually, that's a great point you brought up that I forgot. I've done 3 1-star speedruns in my entire life, and my PB was 1448.
I don't know if I can keep it up. I think I'm running out of lies.
Okay, wait, I have
That's
a
a good
question.
year.
What does everyone speedrun, like console-wise, like on?
yeah.
go on
Emulator.
PC.
I'm on
I go
PC
on
as well.
Project 64.
I use Project 64.
Parallel
Okay.
launcher.
So, follow-up question for the PC people: what version of SM64 do you have to submit to speedrun.com?
You need to have, I forgot whether it was 16. No, it's 1.6.1. Yeah. I followed like a Google forum that was like, oh, you got to do 1.6, but like if you want to have like these extra mappings, it's 1.6.1.
I want to trust Cog because seems like such a nice guy, but you know my intuition could be wrong. Yeah, Josh, what version do you run?
There's a version?
Uh,
And you submitted a time before?
I did it on. I did. I do it for a co-op. I do it on here.
wait,
Interesting.
you didn't submit anything.
Didn't you say it was
Yeah.
the first
Interesting.
Wait, no, you had custom pallets.
I
Never
can-
mind, never mind.
So I can
Yeah.
actually say
Okay.
like I'm also kind of like in the same boat of like haven't uploaded like any of my times because there's actually kind of a special reason why.
What is that?
Okay, let's hear it.
So I speedrun my guitar.
No way.
Dude, that-
Yo,
That's
he's based. He's based. He's based.
Hey,
Wait,
that's kinda
actually,
basic as hell.
That's
you're,
insane.
you're
based.
safe for the whole game. That's too base.
Literally, quite literally a base.
I heard 31, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I heard he plays with a guitar, and I was like, okay, that's awesome. But do I believe him? Now, that is a good question that I don't fully know the answer to.
I guess it went very good for me. I think it kind of like put me into safety.
Okay, so then what does controllers everyone use? We know Linux uses a
Linux!
guitar.
I use a GameCube controller.
Okay.
I used
also
to
use
use
GameCube.
I used to use GameCube. I use an Xbox One controller now.
Why'd you switch?
Yeah,
That's
why'd you
worse
switch?
for
Yeah.
canonless.
My controller got drift, and I was like, I'm not buying
Yo-
another one.
Wait, GameCube can get drift?
Yeah.
GameCube.
I play Smash
I don't-
Bros with it too. That's why.
Couldn't you
Plus
have
you.
Mamma
opened up
mia.
the GameCube controller to like try to fix the drift?
I've never heard of GameCube getting drift
I'm
before.
scared
What
to open
about
it.
what about COG?
Oh, I mentioned it when I was doing this. When I mentioned Project 64, I used my GameCube controller. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
my notches.
What about Freddy?
I play OEM, so I use the N64 controller.
Damn.
Okay.
The
Okay.
OG.
Okay.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Right now, I'm on my
Tryhards.
Xbox controller, which is kind of throwing me off. I can't lie. I think they fell for the fact that I play on OEM because it's really easy to not prove that. From here on, I'm gonna try to lay low, answer what I can, but I do feel like playing quiet has played well.
All right, votes are in. Josh, go ahead and step forward.
Holy cannoli.
Josh, you are voted out.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
They ganged up on me. I'm a little hurt, but, you know, it is what it is.
Jump if they're still here. Don't jump if they were eliminated here.
I'm having regrets, bruh.
Oh, we still have a majority that's jumping,
Oh.
thinking that we're still going in the game.
No.
I knew it. I know who it is. I got my eyes on you.
I need a recap on everyone's PB again. All right, you first.
2209, 16 star. 1715, 1 star.
Okay, and how exactly did you get that 16 star time? Like, what tricks did you do?
Cog led the discussion, which leads me to believe that he knows, you know, the routing enough to test other people on it.
If he kind of like takes the reign again, I think I need to kind of counteract against that.
I used bomb clip, obviously BLJs.
Anything
Okay.
else?
Fortunately,
Yeah.
I'm really bad at cannonless, so I had to use the cannon.
The one person I was suspicious of was Sweaty Bear. He wasn't really like compared to everybody else that was speaking. He wasn't like listing much. He mentioned his times, and he only mentioned like the stuff he did in the beginning.
So my PB is 1735 for 16 star. I did Lakitu skip, bomb clip, texture setup cannonless. I did owlless. In CCM, I do the advanced wall kicks. I do Bowser's Reds, obviously the 2 stars in shifting. Emergency exit for Hazy Maze, obviously BLJ's, MIPS clip, and then Bowser 3.
Damn, you're better than me.
Yeah, I'm not compared actually.
Your turn.
That's for whoever voted for me last time.
Who did that?
I feel like Kush was definitely like the safest.
Kush, I'm still 100% like on board with. Okay, so I have a 3110 and 0.55 for my PB in 16 star.
Having a 31-minute PB on a guitar, not only is that insane, but the way he was describing it made really good sense when you look at it from a guitar's point of view.
I started off with a Lakitu skip, which I have to kind of have my own setup for. I do just chain chomp because I can't do, well, I can do bomb clip, but like it's very hard for me to. King Thwomp, I do cannonless, I do the wall jump to go get the star for shooting this blue sky, forget the star. I go to the top of the fortress. Yeah, simple, just, you know, doing the 2 slides. I do the jump over where you bounce off the wall and you land onto the other part of the slide to be able to get to the end quicker.
I think he's probably the safest. It's just because the guitar thing, man. If he's lying, that is the greatest lie of all time.
The things that he emphasized were doing very basic tricks, like ground pounding the chain chomp and doing the secret slide stars, which you don't normally do in a 16-star run. But when you have a controller like a guitar or, you know, just an actual guitar in general, you have to do the 16 easiest possible stars just to be able to have any sort of competency. So that made perfect sense to me.
Okay, Ace, your turn.
Oh my, I don't remember everything, but of course, Lakitu skip, then bomb clip, and then
What's your PB?
oh, my PB, it's like 2650.
Okay.
Not very
Okay.
fast, but yeah, bomb clip, then go to Womps. Of course, get Castle, get the block one. I forget his name. Get the one where you wall jump off of. I don't remember all of them.
Okay, just in the interest of time, Cog, we need yours as well, because I think we have
Yeah.
like a minute
Yes.
left.
Okay, yeah.
Ace definitely got cut off, so unfortunately that one's kind of like still up in the air.
I didn't expect them to go quite so in depth with all of their all of their runs, especially with a 5-minute format.
I do I do Lakitu skip, I do bomb clip, I do cannonless. I can't do owlless. I'm afraid of owlless. I'm
What's your
also afraid
favorite?
of LBLJs. Mine is 1743.
Wait,
but on the board is 1812. I guess Bowser 3, which is just skipping to Bowser 3. I do like this thing when you go by the elevator.
Okay, yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I can't do left side, right side.
It was a little weird that he said he didn't do certain things that I did, but it doesn't really lose you that much time, so it's not like the end of the world.
Wait, on that note, on LLBJs, who for the people that have under 20, did y'all do that to get your under 20?
Question. LBLJs?
LLB? Yeah.
I did not do LBLJ.
Freddie?
I have a 2209. But I can LBLJ. I find it's easier to go through under the stairs as opposed to the lobby stairs themselves.
I LBLJ for my 1-star, but I don't for 16.
I just
That's only
started learning how to
because
do it.
I'm not good enough to do pillarless yet. They were pointing their fingers at me about not doing LBLJ to get a 17-minute, which frankly, if you haven't played enough, it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it does. Interesting round, gentlemen.
Votes are in. Ace, walk up, buddy.
No.
You're out.
Sad.
What?
All right.
Jeez.
I feel like I've been betrayed. I thought Ace was someone I could trust. I got 2 things on my mind right now, and one of those is that Ace was it, and we won. But if that's not true, I know who it is. If it's not Ace, I think it's Freddie.
So, I mean, I already knew I wasn't going to be able to name everything in the 16-star, but the fact I just had no time to answer was kind of... I already knew it was going to play a factor into me getting voted out. So I wasn't surprised when I got voted out. Sad to see, but...
Oh my god, I'm shocked I wasn't voted out. Everyone gave such in-depth, and I was like, yeah, you know, like, I did bomb clip, I did lakitu. I do think that they're probably coming for me. I think in this next round, I'm going to have to kind of take control of the narrative in order to relieve sus.
If you choose to vote to stay and keep playing, go ahead and jump. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, we had some hesitation there. Real quick, before we start our 5-minute timer, I'm actually going to give a minute for you guys to discuss kind of why you would want to keep going. Why do you think that someone was already out? So I'm going to give you a minute.
I'm going to say that I'm not confident that he's still here, but I had 2 people that were on my radar, and one of them got voted out. So if both of them get voted out, I will 100% guarantee that we won. But until then, I'm still a little worried.
I was just I was good, and then Kush jumped, and then I got scared.
I think we got the imposter out when we got Ace out.
Like, I don't know. He had very little to say last round, so like it could be just like the case, but I don't know. He could be the one, but I still feel like the imposter is still with us.
Oh,
What?
I knew it! I Thank you guys for trusting me. Thank you for trusting me.
Yes,
Freddie, I have a question for you,
yes,
Freddie.
my goat.
Why did you think that the imposter was out?
Because I thought that Ace, like, immediately saying, oh, I don't know what tricks I use. That had me sus. Sorry.
Is it a little red in here?
Just seeing Kush just immediately go for the throat on Freddie was very shocking.
Kinda saw it coming. I knew that I was suspicious the last round. I knew that I wasn't as on top of my stars.
All right, so, Cog, you and I both have 17s, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and I was listening to the things that you were doing, and they were all making sense. Some
You
of
were
them
doing that
weren't.
too.
Yeah. Some of the tricks that you were saying were some of the more basic ones compared to what I do, but it's not always about the difficulty, it's about the execution.
I did feel safe because I wasn't sure if Kush was against me.
Lynx, you had a 31-minute, but you said you play on a
Yep.
guitar, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that was a
You
question I had
also
as well.
pointed out the fact that you do the Secret Castle slide stars, right?
Both of them, yeah.
So in order to do a 16-star speedrun on something like a guitar, you can't do all of the same stars that we do. So the fact that you said that shows me that you have a predetermined route that has the 16 easiest stars to get in the game. Am I correct?
The funny thing is, you're actually wrong.
Why are you saying that to me?
Oh no.
Okay, so it's not only that I just play with a guitar, I also play with a MIDI pedal and an expression pedal as well. The expression pedal lets me be able to do analog walking speed. So it actually allows me to do a lot of setups because of it.
Dude,
Oh,
we can't
okay, but
question
that-
the Guitar Hero.
But the thing about it
I
is
am
that
the
like
master.
it makes sense because I've seen like drum set speedruns, I've seen blindfolded speedruns, all of them need setups. So the fact that you're telling me and correcting me that you need setups for these stars, but you can still do them, shows that you at least know what you're talking about. Now, Freddie.
Yes.
You said you had a 26, right?
2209.
2209. Sorry, my bad. What are the stars that you get in Hazy Maze Cave?
I go for emergency exit. I obviously get Toad prior to entering. And then
Okay.
I will grab Rolling Rock as well.
Rolling rocks as well. Okay. So that checks out. What about Womps? What do you get from there?
Womps is cannonless, but, I use the cannon because I'm bad.
Okay.
I do Owless, but, that's one of the few that, like, I've been able to actually memorize. Obviously, you go for a Womp at the top. You take care of the Tower Star. You get Wild Blue. And you get, that's it. That's my 5 Womps.
I was like, okay, like I got to definitely see a side of Freddy to see how he talks.
I still think it's Freddy because he just kept talking about the beginning.
So my question to you is, if you have the technical prowess to pull off Owless,
Yeah.
why do you use the cannon for cannonless instead of going for the setup that takes a little bit of time?
The setup, when I'm doing runs, like I practice it outside of runs, I cannot hit it consistently enough. And that's why I've actually
Why
switched
is
over to
Literally
one
getting
star.
to the questions.
So what was the controller that you said you use? A GameCube, right?
N64. I'm on OEM.
N64. Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad.
Wait,
Okay, so
Fish, you're getting real defensive here and getting a lot of my details wrong. I feel like you're maybe sussing the wrong guy. I think you got me confused for Ace, who had the 26.
the entire time I was talking and the other two were making sense, and then Freddy got defensive on me, and I was like, "Ugh." To be fair, I did forget that, but I've been sussed about you and Ace for multiple rounds now.
That's valid. That's valid. I've got a question for all of you. What got you into speedrunning?
I did it since I was 6. I did BLJ since I was 6. So I really wanted to continue it. Mario wasn't the same after 64.
So
except
back
Alex
during the
got it.
pandemic, I was big into watching Ludwig,
Yo,
and he
same.
did a lot of races
Yeah.
with
He did
like Speedrunner, like
some
he
with,
did the thing with Simply.
Miz. Yeah, that's how I
That's
got
what got
into
me
it as
into
well.
it.
And then I discovered
Ac-
Squeaks.
So
Okay.
actually, can I ask something real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Cog, you got a 17 something, right?
1743, yeah.
And you said you got 5 stars in Wom's Fortress, right?
Yes.
What were those 5 stars?
The 5 stars were the Wild Blue, Cannonless, the Owl Star. I still use the Owl. Womps, and the Tower.
Okay, thank you. That seems very tight. For that time, with those tricks, has to be like the perfect run.
I've been sussing Freddy this whole time, but Cog's story didn't make a whole lot of sense either. I don't know. Oh my god, dude. This gave me nothing.
The votes are in. Cog, step forward.
Oh.
Freddy, step forward.
Oh
We
my
have a tie.
What?
No way.
I was shocked that would have been just a 2-2 vote like that.
You guys discuss. You have to decide.
Hey man.
Yo, what's up?
So I trust you wholeheartedly.
Okay.
I voted for Freddy.
Okay. Who?
Did you vote for Cog?
I voted for Cog.
Oh man, okay. So how are we supposed to do this? How are we? Give me your reasons for Cog.
So, at first, okay. So I'll say from the beginning. At first, I didn't really pick up as much on the vibe for Cog.
Okay.
It like for me, it kind of like sounded like maybe he looked up some information before coming here. Okay, so and then the third time, I like when he started like saying like what his run was for a 17-minute, that is way too tight, especially for Womps. I feel
I get that.
Yeah.
But, dude, I'm so torn.
Cause like again, like it could be the fact of like, you know, Freddy also just like, you know, doing the same thing, right? Like just being you know, just also kind of like thought like seemed like a very good run and just like kind of like equated a very good time to it. If he is playing on console as well and like, you know, had some time with it as well there, and being able to do LBLJs, having some time in or having some attempts in doing Zero Star as well. So maybe he might have a little bit more knowledge of the game. So I feel a little bit more safer with Freddy. I don't feel I've kind of been against Cog.
I was sussed on Freddy because just the way he's been sort of deflecting comments to other people. I also noticed that he's got 64 in his name. It's just felt like he's always pointing fingers, but when someone talks to him, he gets either quiet or, you know,
defensive.
He kind of shrugs it off.
True.
So, but now that you're saying that, like, the fact that Cog has a time 5 seconds less than mine, because my speedrun, which was 17:35,
yep,
I did, if I'm remembering correctly, I did all of the same, like all those things that I'd mentioned in my speedrun. I did all of those, plus I did left side for Bowser 3.
Okay.
I didn't hear him doing like any of those.
No, and the fact he still does Owl as well and still gets a 17-minute time, that's way too tight. If he does both 100 coins and red coins at the same time, I still feel like that's way too tight.
It just like the things that Cog were saying were lining up less than what Freddy's were saying. He also said that he does the like the kicking across the wooden platforms in Bowser 3.
Okay.
Which is like the second fastest strat as opposed to like left or right side.
Look, I saw Kush was looking at me. I couldn't tell if he was telling me to look at that pillar over there. So I was trying to give him all the signals that I'm listening to you.
The thing about it is, like, if you perfect all of like the basic things, you can still get such a good time. Which is why true. I'm like, I want to believe him.
Okay.
But having 5 seconds slower than mine, because I was doing a lot of the harder stuff, and I was, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I had like missed a Bowser throw, but other than that, like my entire run was really clean.
Like you didn't really have like too many minor fails where you had to just like reset up and attempt. Yeah, I'm still like right on Cog where like if he does like again like even if you perfect it there, like still having to do Owl, I don't know. I feel like that's way too tight for me. That's way too tight.
I mean, I'm willing to trust you, man.
Alrighty.
You can go Cog.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm so scared, dude. I'm so scared. I've been sus of Freddy for so long.
Cog, step forward.
Kush, why?
I'm sorry, man.
Why?
Yeah, how did they vote Cog over me? I think it really boils down to, can I get them to end the game now?
If you vote to keep playing, you're gonna jump. If you want to stop playing here, don't jump at all. It looks like we decided to stop playing.
Oh no.
Odd man out. If you are here, step forward.
No! I knew it! You were right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Get the hell out of my I was sussing you from like 3 rounds ago.
Yeah, I knew you were Kush. I'm sorry, man.
If you like this video, go ahead and watch this video on screen. If you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy that one too.